With me, Tank Spencer, and he's Jeremy Greene, and this is the Wicked Weed Studio. WickedWeedBrewing.com. Drink different. Another 6-pack of picks on the way for you tonight. Jeremy is trying to, he's trying to give you some winners. He's doing the best he can. Please stop sending in the letters of how wrong he is all the time.
Hey. I've had some good days.
Hey,
I've had some ugly days.
And we're going to have another good one tonight. We got 2 in the college ranks and 4 in the NBA to pick tonight. So first up, we got the North Carolina Tar Heels on the road at the Syracuse Orange. And the Tar Heels, they're sitting there prime for a spot in the NCAA tournament after the win over the formerly number 11, Florida State Seminoles.
They're still number 11.
Enough people.
Because everybody else lost, so we stayed right where we were supposed to.
Enough people lost in front of them.
Here's the thing. Syracuse is very bad in terms of rebounding. They're very small front court. Carolina has figured something out with Walker Kessler, and I'm not sure he's not the best player on the team. He had 20 against Florida State. He was the best player on the court the vast majority of the time he was out there. I think they're going to kill Syracuse up front. I'm taking Carolina minus the 1.5. I think they cover it easily.
All right. Also, Oklahoma State takes on Oklahoma tonight, and Oklahoma State not just they're not just spinning in the wind. They actually have an appeal in place to try to get into the NCAA tournament. So they've got something to play for in this one, and Oklahoma not the greatest team on the road.
Oklahoma State's 6-1 straight up at home. They're a very good home team. These two teams just played, had an amazing game on Saturday. Cade Cunningham had 40 points, 11 rebounds. Obviously the best player on the floor. I struggle to believe that Oklahoma State can't carry through 2 days later with this game being in Stillwater after they beat Oklahoma in Norman Saturday.
Oklahoma State plus 1.5 against Oklahoma. Indiana Pacers taking on the Philadelphia 76ers tonight in Philadelphia, and Indiana is a 4.5-point underdog.
Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris are questionable for this game. I'm trying to get this one early because I don't think either one of them are going to play. And Philly with just Ben Simmons is not a 4.5-point favorite over Indiana. I like Indiana. I know Malcolm Brogdon may not play. For some reason, I feel like he's going to play, and the two for Philly aren't. I feel like this is going to be one of those tap-out games that the line winds up moving 8 points in the hour before tip-off. And I'm just trying to get out in front of it. Give me Indiana plus 4.5. I think they win outright.
We got the Houston Rockets at home tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and after losing by 49 points last night, the Houston Rockets are a 2.5-point favorite against the Cavs.
This started as a 6.5-point Rockets advantage on DraftKings. I don't know who set this line, but I think they got drunker yesterday than I did. Because that is, do you know how many games Houston won in the month of February?
No.
2. They're on an 11-game losing streak.
Awesome.
This team's awful. They shouldn't be a 2.5-point favorite over anybody.
Yeah, shocking.
Cleveland, I think, is going to win this game. I think it's going to be a blowout, too. Colin Sexton and Darius Garland have been good.
Shocker as to Victor Oladipo not accepting the contract extension with the Houston Rockets. Wonder why. 11 losses in a row and a 49-point loss, that'll do it for you every time.
I'll tell you another fun stat about Houston. In their last 10 against the spread, they're 1-9.
Yikes.
They're 3-8 against the spread on days with 0 days rest. This sets up for they're going to get beat by 60.
Right.
I think they get shellacked.
In their 11-point game losing streak, they have lost by a total of 200 points.
Yep, they're awful. I mean, god-awful.
An average of 18 points per game, if you're trying to do the math on that. Chicago is at home against the Denver Nuggets. And the Bulls are a 4.5-point underdog.
It's too many points. The Nuggets are maddeningly inconsistent. I know that because I'm a fan of the Nuggets. They drive me absolutely insane because they play down to bad teams. The Bulls are not a bad team. I think they're going to get caught. Zach LaVine has been unbelievable since Lauri Markkanen and Otto Porter Jr. went down. I don't know who's going to guard him. I think there's a misconception that Will Barton and Gary Harris are really good defenders. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're fine. Zach LaVine's going to have a night. I think the Bulls I think the Nuggets win, but the Bulls are going to cover.
All right, our Charlotte Hornets are at the Portland Trailblazers tonight.
Portland's a 6-point favorite, and they shouldn't be. Portland's lost 4 in a row. Damian Lillard has to have unbelievable games for this team to be good, and he does on a regular basis. I'll tell you a fun stat about Charlotte, and this is the reason I'm taking Charlotte tonight, because I think they're going to win this game outright. They've had 6 games this year playing on no days rest. They're 4-2 straight up and 4-2 against the spread.
Nice.
This is a good team on short rest. And I understand this is some of those games have been as bad teams. I get that. I don't care. It shows that you can sustain night in, night out with no rest. These are two of the top 10 3-point shooting teams in the league. This is going to be a fun game. If you're playing DraftKings, FanDuel, anything like that, this is a game I'm going to load up on. I think this will be high scoring. People are going to chase P.J. Washington because he was so good last night. And that's not necessarily where I'm going. I really like LaMelo Ball tonight because there's not a guard on Portland's roster that can defend him.
All right, you got 2 favorites tonight in college basketball, Carolina and Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State's a dog.
Oh, excuse me. My bad.
One
favorite in college basketball. 1 dog. The rest of them are old dogs as well. So you got 1 favorite, 5 dogs tonight. Carolina minus the 1.5 at Syracuse. Oklahoma State plus 1.5 at Oklahoma. You got Indiana Pacers plus 4.5. Cleveland plus 2.5, Chicago plus 4.5, and the Charlotte Hornets plus 6. Going almost all dogs.
And I'm willing to take 3 of those 4 in the money line. I take Indiana, Cleveland, and Charlotte in the money line. Charlotte's like plus 250 in the money line tonight, and I love that.
Nice. Best of luck to you. I'm Tate Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. We are live once again from the Wicked Weed Studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. Be sure to like, share, and follow the Sportsocracy on all of the social medias. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.